Resorts is suing its new neighbor on the Strip, claiming their property, which is under construction, is copying their design.
Yeah, the company filed a trademark infringement and unfair competition lawsuit against Resorts World. 8 News Now reporter Karen Castro live on Las Vegas Boulevard and Convention Center Drive with more on this brewing legal battle. Karen?
Brian and Denise, Wynn Resorts believes the new property going up across the street looks too much like the Wynn and the Encore. They claim it's bad for their business and bad for their reputation.
The red, yes, it's different, but I guess the windows...
Construction is moving along despite a recent lawsuit filed against Resorts World. Wynn Resorts claims the Asian-themed property replicated their design without permission.
And the design is totally different on that one. You can tell by the windows and the shape. On that one, it's totally different.
The glass in the front and the white stripes, just by putting the red in the side doesn't change it. I definitely thought it was confusing.
In fact, that's a claim stated in the lawsuit. The similarities in design is, quote, misleading the consuming public. More noticeably, the Encore and Wynn have a curved structure with bronze glass and light-colored horizontal lines between the glass panes. The complaint states so does Resorts World, adding that Wynn Resorts owns the copyright and the trade dress, which is essentially the architectural design.
At first, I thought it was kind of a nice homage, but now I'm thinking the lawyers aren't going to go for it.
Scott Robin with Vital Vegas is mentioned in the complaint after he published an article on his website that says in part, quote, observers have noted the similarity.
I think Resorts World has invested a lot in that glass, so it's to change course is going to be really, really expensive. Might be even more expensive getting into this lawsuit, so it'll be interesting to watch how this goes.
The casino giant wants Resorts World to change its look. They also want the new property to pay up, but a dollar amount was not specified in the lawsuit.
They always want more money. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
To me, why would that company want to build something that looks exactly like that?
Now, the owners of Resorts World and the Genting Group says, quote, RWLV is in the process of reviewing the complaint with its legal counsels and will strenuously defend the claim and take all necessary legal action as appropriate. Now, they do plan to file a response to the court by the deadline. That's on January 14th. And by the way, that property is set to open in 2020. Reporting live, Karen Castro, 8 News Now.
What's in a name? A lot when it comes to marketing a product, which is why a mainland company that makes Huli Huli sauce has sued a local company that makes Hula Huli sauce. We wanted to know how a company could get the rights to the words Huli Huli. So Manolo Morales did some investigating. Manolo?
Joe, we're all familiar with the term Huli Huli, but when it comes down to it, Pacific Poultry Company, which is on the mainland, owns the rights to it, so other companies would need permission to use it. No Foods came out with the Hula Huli sauce in March, knowing that Huli Huli was already a registered trademark. So the company was surprised when it was sued by Pacific Poultry for trademark infringement.
So Hula Huli is not Huli Huli. And therefore we thought we had, and we registered with the state of Hawaii and it was accepted.
Pacific Poultry, which is run by a family that used to live in Hawaii, says it registered the term in 1967 and has every right to protect it.
But they're still using Huli. And so that is part of, you know, if they were making a butter or something like that, or, you know, it referring to something other than a sauce, then yeah, then they might have a case.
No argued that hula and huli are two very different Hawaiian words. Hula is a dance and huli means to turn.
I personally feel offended being a local boy, and I'm sure the Hawaiian community, knowing that, you know, hula and huli are entirely two different words.
But still, a judge ruled in favor of Pacific Poultry and has ordered No Foods to change the name of its sauce. No Foods still has about 1,000 cases left of the Hula Huli sauce, and the company will be able to sell the rest of it, but after that, it has to come under a different label. A trademark attorney says the judge was right.
The standard for infringement is whether two trademarks are confusingly similar. Is there a likelihood of confusion that in the marketplace, because of the similarity of the names of the trademarks and the particular products,
SIA says the two names are close enough to confuse the consumers. As for other Hawaiian terms that can be trademarked, SIA says if the term is already widely used generically, then it wouldn't be allowed. Whereas back in 1967, when Pacific Poultry registered it, the term huli huli wasn't as widely known. Raymond No says the lawsuit cost his company about $100,000 in marketing and legal fees. Manola Morales, KHON 2 News.
Converse's legal battle with New Balance over trademark rights has been dealt a severe blow after the International Trade Commission ruled in favor of New Balance. In the fall of 2014, Converse asserted trademark rights regarding the toe cap, toe bumper, and midsole stripe designs in its Chuck Taylor All-Star sneakers. But this recent ITC decision has invalidated Converse's Chuck Taylor trademarks, noting that numerous companies, including PF Flyers, have used similar designs for decades. In a statement released by New Balance, Executive Vice President Paul Guarin said, "While New Balance respects competitors' valid intellectual property rights and enforces its own trademarks in footwear, no single company owns the exclusive right to make classic athletic footwear with a combination of a toe cap, toe bumper, and midsole stripes, as Converse claimed in this case."